Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, June 3rd, 2018. Indeed, we made it to the month of June, and I find this rather concerning because, I have the feeling I start to run out of time, and this is never a good feeling. But anyways, we are still on the expedition with the goal to find a Mesa biome. We found a Mesa biome and we got a lot of rails for the future rail system. But before we can really start to implement this future rail system, we have to return home, and that's the goal for now. There's my boat, very nice. Let's throw the boat into the water and continue on towards west. According to our compass, we are already getting closer to our home because it's no longer facing directly west. No, it's facing a little bit to to south. It's facing a little bit to south, and over there is a neat village once again. But I don't really want to get into this village. I just like to circumvent this village. And returning home. Oh dear, so the weekend with my parents in Berlin was a success, but also a successful failure. Is this what you normally call it? At least you call it like this when you speak about incidents in space. Successful failures. Well, the visit itself, the stay at my parents, was nice. Was really awesome as normal. When you visit your family, it's all the time nice. I mean, especially when you don't see them that often, like I do right now. So the last time, as I said, was Easter, and in this case it was really nice to spend some quality time with them again. But due to all the problems I talked about in the last episode, I was still very, very much frustrated, and this of course highly affected my mood. So I haven't enjoyed it as much as I normally would do, I guess. So that's a little bit sad. That's really sad that work has such a strong effect right now on me. And well, it's not only work. It feels a little bit like fate of myself, or the future of myself, and everything is a little bit unsecure right now, and I don't really know what I should feel and think. So yeah, that's bad. But let's start from the beginning. I left as planned on Thursday, but I haven't slept that well during the night. So the night from Wednesday to Thursday, I think I was awake from 2 a.m. to 4:30 or so. And so instead of getting up early, my initial plan was to get up around 6 a.m. or so. And I decided, okay, I need some more sleep, so I continued to sleep. Ooh, another temple, that's nice. I continued to sleep, and I managed to leave, I think, 11:30 or so. So everything was good, and the ride to Berlin was alright until I was only 30 kilometers away from my destination. 30 kilometers away from my destination, so not a long distance, not a huge distance, rather a short distance, considering that the total distance is 500 kilometers. So I was there. I basically was there, and then there was a traffic jam, a super hardcore traffic jam. For some reason, they haven't managed to. Well, there's just a normal standard road construction site, which means, okay, one of the two lanes is no longer in use. All right, so you have just to somehow get from one lane to the other lane. But this apparently caused so much problems for them that I was stuck or that it took me to complete those last 30 kilometers. 2 hours. 2 hours for 30 kilometers. And this was too much. I was really annoyed and angry, and I was super happy that I finally made it back home. So, but yeah, this was not good. This was not a good start. I wanted to have a relaxing weekend. I wanted to have a weekend where I can regain some energy or so, and then it starts with such a craziness. So yeah, this was bad. I luckily got some delicious food from my parents, so I prepared the food, but I was really tired that evening. I mean, I arrived at the evening, and so yeah, crazy, just crazy. Also, it's still too warm. Speaking of temperature, I'm currently reporting once again from my 35 centigrade hot office, which is also no fun. This is there's no fun at all to sit here and to think, okay, I might die during the recording session because it's way too hot. But no, I hope I hope I can finish recording this episode and render it and upload it. I'm also excited if it goes live on Sunday. Well, I'm quite sure it will go live on Sunday. At least somewhere on our planet is still Sunday, and I just have to find the right time zone. So maybe there's a special little particular island in the Pacific Ocean. I think it has the time zone anywhere on Earth, and this is, I guess, the last time zone that will have Sunday today, or probably when this episode goes live. So this might be good, and I'm a little bit careful, dude, careful, Mr. Squid Guy. I'm a little bit concerned about this expedition because so much water. That's never good. But anyway, so yeah, this was crazy. Then Friday, I haven't done much. I basically needed Friday to just recover a bit, to regain some energy, also to spend some quality time with my parents. But most of the time I was sitting around, lying around, or so relaxing. I managed to upload all my recent photos to Flickr because, yeah, this is a thing I wanted to do for quite some time, and I think the last time I looked through all the photos I took in November last year or so it were a lot of pictures, and so it felt good to do something more or less productive or so. So yeah, this was good. So all Flickr is now up to date, which is nice. So this all the time is a very nice service when I want to show some pictures to someone, and I don't have to have them on my smartphone. Or is this the mushroom island we already saw, or is this a different island? At least it's neat. Cool. That's cool. Okay, I once again like to walk over this island. That's cool. I like this. I like this biome because this is super special, and there are also some mushrooms. I really like to have some mushrooms in my home area, but this is maybe also a project for the future. Let's just enjoy this super cool environment. Moo. That's cool. That's awesome. I like this. Yeah, so this was okay. Saturday finally. Well, we had thunderstorm Friday evening, and it was really a nice rain. So this was awesome to sit outdoors underneath the roof and to just enjoy the rain, feel how the rain cools everything down, and was really a nice atmosphere. So I really enjoyed this evening. This was cool. This was really awesome, and we can see the mushroom island from inside. But I don't think that here's so much things of interest. So let's leave before angry guys start to spawn and attack us. Yeah, this was nice. And so Saturday was a little bit hazy and overcast and cloudy. So the sun was not allowed to shine all the time on us, which which was really nice. I really enjoyed this because it felt so much better. It was so nice having only temperatures of around 23, 25 centigrade or so. So this was really relaxing and was nice. We did a short excursion, so I really enjoyed this. Hi cow, how are you? How are you? Moo. I think I like to get to this little island before I go to bed. And yeah, we did a quick excursion, short excursion. So this was really nice. Saturday was a great day, and this brings us to today. Today I had to well, I basically just arrived here, and right after getting here and calling my parents that I have survived the journey back home, I'm sitting now here to record this episode because I really like to get it out. And hey, I can skip this. How's it called? How have I called it? The Monday special episode or so. I gave it a specific name last time. I can't recall this name, of course, but yeah. So I can skip this. We can have a regular Sunday episode, which is super cool. Yeah, today it was in Berlin. It was cloudy. It was overcast. So we had 19 centigrade or so in the morning. So this was awesome. This was terrific. The air was super crisp, super clean, super fresh. That's exactly how I like summer. So when it's like this, I really like summer, but unfortunately it's not. And while I started to drive back home, the I got free of the clouds, and now here in this town where I live right now, we have temperatures of 30 centigrade, and my office, as I just said, 35 centigrade. So oh dear, this is bad. Also, the way back home was even worse to the way to Berlin because I had to get through the same construction site again, and once again it took me, I guess, 2 hours or so to drive 30 kilometers or so. So it's bad. It's really bad. And when I mean bad, then I'm not exaggerating. It's bad. It's just awful. Also, Bavaria, the state where I'm living in, had vacation time, so pupils were not required to go to school, and this, of course, is nice. I mean, I really enjoyed it driving to work. I was super fast with my ride to work every morning, so this was good. Unfortunately, today is the last day of the holiday period, and this resulted in the great situation that the autobahn was just crowded, and well, it took me even longer to get back home. So I'm not quite sure. I think 6.5 hours or so was the total travel time, which is just insane. Normally it takes me roughly 4.5 hours or so, and 2 hours more sitting in the car. So wow, this was bad. This was absolutely horrible. And I think I will never try it again to drive to Bavaria when the vacation period is over, because that's not healthy. That's not healthy at all. This is, yeah. So in the end, while it was super nice to see my parents again, the entire weekend, due to the high traffic and chaos on the roads, and I mean, I spent 2 of my days basically on the road. 2 of the 4 days I had off work, I spent on the road, which is annoying, which is super annoying. So in this case, yeah, the weekend was a rather not so relaxing weekend, but well, it is what it is. At least I saw my parents again, which is also nice, and yeah, so much about this. now I can start to prepare myself for the new weekend. Oh dear, as you might guess, I'm not really looking forward to this, but yeah, I somehow have to find a solution. Hopefully, would be nice. Would be really nice when I could find a solution to all those problems. When I could find a way through all this chaos. But yeah, let's change to a more happy topic. Let's answer one of Matthew's questions. Matthew asks, do you think we will see in our lifetime travels to space, like civilians going to space to visit the moon, or I don't know? Do you think it will be a round trip like we go to the moon, see rocks, take pictures and go back? Or there would be like an hotel, space hotels would be fun. Well, I'm not quite sure what they are doing, if this is still a thing, if they scrapped the idea. But I remember hearing about an idea of refitting or of changing a little bit the layout, or not really the layout, but the interior design, the equipment of a Soyuz spacecraft, and send it to the moon, around the moon and back. And the idea is to have some tourists on board so that they can fly to the moon and take some pictures of the moon, of course without landing, but I at least heard about those plans, and those were plans that would be feasible now. So in this case, we might see something like this. Space hotels in our lifetime. Our lifetime hopefully is still long, so this is good. There's still the idea of having some kind of moon village from the European Space Agency. They want to have a little base on the surface of the moon. So this would be the first start, but of course they are trained astronauts and scientists, so it's not that normal civilians are traveling to space then. We do have space tourism to the International Space Station, so that's already a thing. But I'm not quite sure about the entire thing of making it. Well, Elon Musk is working hard on making flying to space, or at least launching things into space, cheap. So maybe soon more people can afford flying to space. I think the main problem really is to afford doing this, because yeah, you can have space tourism, you can get to the International Space Station, but it's super expensive. So I think this is really the main problem, reducing the costs. And then there's a question, do you really think about traveling to a celestial body like the moon or Mars, or just space? I would say just space is, we will definitely see those things coming up more and more over the next decades. Moon maybe as well. I'm not so sure about the moon. I think, as I said, they had plans to fly tourists in a Soyuz capsule to the moon, and basically to do this free return trajectory situation. They also thought about they used back in the days for the first Apollo flights. So I think this definitely is a thing we will see in our lifetime, that people will fly to the moon, around the moon and back. I guess this is feasible. Landing could also happen. I mean, as I said, our lifetime hopefully still has many years to come. So I hope we see this. I hope we really see this. Moon Hotel. Based on the fact how hard we are currently doing with just having a scientific base, a research base on the surface of the moon, I'm not so sure. But on the other hand, as I just said, we still have many years. So, ow. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I really wish that this will become reality, that we see the things, and I even wish that I would be one of those tourists flying out there, seeing the moon or so. And yeah, but I think the main problem right now is price. Price is really a huge problem. So yeah, that's my answer to this question. Speaking of space news, launch alert. On Tuesday, 11 GMT, will be the launch of the next crew to the International Space Station. I'm a little bit disappointed about this particular date, because at this time is the weekly meeting of my research group. So this is problematic. This interferes with my plans of watching this launch live, because yeah, I'm interested in this launch for a very specific reason. Alexander Gerst, the German astronaut who already flew to space in the year 2015, I guess, is returning to space. He is part of the new crew heading to the International Space Station, and not only that he returns to space, he will become the station commander, and I think he is the first German station commander. So yeah, I do have a little bit of a personal interest in this thing, and I really like to see him in space. Well, actually, I like to see me in space and being the station commander. So this would be even better. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this launch, especially as he's super active on Twitter and other social media. So I guess he will tweet a lot of amazing pictures from space again, and I can't wait for it. I think this will be really a great time. And so yeah, if you have the opportunity, watch this launch. Watch the launch. It's all the time exciting seeing. Okay, there are some evil guys. I think I will better stop here before I walk into this steep forest. No, this would be too dangerous. It's all the time amazing to see the launch, and I created a special episode of the coffee break back in the days as Alexander Gerst launched for the first time into space. So if you go back into the archive, you can watch this particular episode and yeah, see and hear awkward Sebbi, because I have changed a lot over since I started with the coffee break. And but yeah, check it out if you're interested in. They take only 9 minutes to get to space, or to get into an orbit, which is just crazy. 9 minutes. This is, well, a little bit less than half of the episode, and they are in space. That's crazy. This is super crazy. Also, it's super amazing to see when they have their gravity indicator. They often use a small little toy that then is floating freely once they are in orbit. So that's cool. Also, it's nice to see the jolt they experience when the engines, when they have second engine cutoff, or depending how you count it. But when they have, I think second engine cutoff, and when they are released and they are in space. So that's all the time super amazing. Also, you get some cockpit views. So check it out. Watch this launch. It's super amazing. It's super exciting, I promise. And so I hope you have enjoyed this off-the-cuff coffee break episode. I'm a little bit tired, as you might have heard. In this case, thank you so much for watching. I hope you still have enjoyed it, and I hope you will be joining me on Wednesday. Have I said Tuesday with the launch or Wednesday? It's June 6th, so it's a Wednesday. Wednesday, 11 GMT. Don't miss it. And yeah, we will talk about this soon, I guess. Thank you so much for watching, as I already said. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!
Thank you.